Hello retro lovers, welcome back. The Satanic Rites of Dracula. This is the penultimate film in the Hammer Dracula series, and as one of my viewers has told me, Christopher Lee's final outing, not as Dracula, but his final outing in the Hammer Dracula series. So I don't know whether this is a direct sequel. I don't know whether this still takes place in the modern era, in the 70s. I'm assuming it does. It kind of has that feel to it. So, if you want to check out my previous first-time reaction videos of the Dracula series, the Hammer Dracula series, and I'll put links and stuff on the video. You can go and check those out and see my opinions on those. We're watching the entire run, and it's been interesting, of course, to be expected. Some of them are better than others, in my opinion. Some of them are certainly more entertaining than others. Prince of Darkness is still my favourite in terms of entertainment. I'm not saying it's like the best film or the best Dracula adaptation or anything. Not at all. I'm just saying that that's the most entertaining out of all of them so far. But there are some other bits and pieces, scattered about that I quite like. I like, the presentation of some of them. I like the ideas and the referencing to the original source material in some others. They have, each of them kind of has a sprinkling of good stuff and good ideas going on. We've got two more to do then. Let's I think we'll get on with this one, and we'll talk about it afterwards. This is, what are we up to now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Was Dracula A.D. 72 the 7th, and then this one's the 8th, I think that's right. So, yeah, the Satanic Rites of Dracula. Christopher Lee's last outing as a Hammer Dracula. Let's do it. Joanna Lumley. We all know who that is. What the hell is this thing on the screen? This thing. Straight into the trippy stuff. Fine.
Hear ye, great demons of hell.
Is it the Masons?
Do we dedicate ourselves to your service?
Boobies. Ooh, it's all gone kind of slow-mo. My grandmother had wallpaper like that. Some sort of ritual that's being filmed and controlled. Good stunt. Good stunt. Ooh. The sound effect, not so good, but the way that looked was pretty good. Lovely. How do you like your chicken, love?
Even if it is, we don't know if we can use it.
We're going undercover this time with secret agents. That's new.
Political independence. A man called Murray. Inspector Murray.
Paul Murray?
Put a foot wrong and the powers that be will finish you.
Yes, yes.
You'll probably join Hanson.
Yes, yes, quite. My, the fountain looks so much cleaner. Doesn't look like clean now.
He witnessed a couple of pretty weird sessions.
Understatement.
Thus, with this baptism of blood, we walk in.
So the blood is supposed to be spilt on the woman's body? Because I kind of got the impression that was accidental last time.
A bit blurry, but they've given them special processing.
Thank you, Moneypenny. Good God. They're going all out this time, aren't they?
Thus, by the nameless monsters of the lower depths.
Well, at least it looks more like blood this time. Glasses much? Bit tense, a bit suspenseful, I'll give it that. Don't kill Money Penny! Bit grim. And a convenient lightning strike. Hey! I don't remember seeing him in the credits, but I must have missed it. There he is. At least the effects are better. That looks like proper blood, and that looked like a proper wound on her stomach. So at least they're doing that better, by the look of it. In my case, it's the central heating that goes bump in the night. I really like his outfits. Look at that jacket. Nice. Let me guess, his granddaughter has vanished. We don't see her at all, not even mentioned.
Coffee, grandfather.
Did she just say grandfather? Oh, is that Jessica?
Jessica, this is Mr. Peter Torrance.
Well, okay.
Jessica is my right hand.
I was wrong, but in the best way. Ah, the Albert Hall. Anyone in London, you got to get to the Albert Hall. It is beautiful. What's the game? Who the hell are these biker guys?
What are you working on these days? I must say you have some splendid equipment here.
Who's this? What? Is this like the Renfield character? Look at his tie. His tie.
There's still time before the 23rd, isn't there?
23rd. Not really getting it so far. I mean, I get the undercover ritual bit, but I don't get who the biker guys are. I don't get why they want Miss... Oh, I see. They were chasing down the ritual sacrifice. Gotcha. Hey! Not much of an entrance, though. They showed the sacrifice, but they didn't show him, and then suddenly the door opens and there he is. Not his best entrance. Watch where you're putting that hand, pal. He ages quite well, doesn't he? He's looked more or less the same. Are they going to do the eye thing? Are they going to do the eye thing? No. I like the eye thing.
Disgust.
I don't get who this is at all.
Bubonic plague! The Black Death!
Oh, really?
The means of accelerating it. That is necessary.
Going a different direction here.
And then expose them to radioactive neutrons. Any infected creature, the flesh literally rots on the bones. And the contagion spreads by touch like wildfire.
What are you talking about?
What is so important to you and to them about the 23rd of this month? But we report this whole matter to...
Who the hell? Anyone noticed that that gun had a silencer and yet it still made quite a noise? Was there any particular reason why we zoomed in on his shoes? Weird. Weird. Ooh, it's like the prisoner. She snuck in. Nice.
What can the police possibly want with us?
Well, there's the whole, ritualistic murder thing. Just... Clever girl. They've made her a bit more of a resourceful sleuth than in the last one. In the last one, she just seemed to be a sort of typical damsel in distress. Okay. This place looks like something out of Saw. I think the fangs are too big. In the last few films, they've gone really big with the fangs. I don't personally like that. Let me know what you think. Why are they chained? Not making much of a fuss, is she? Not making much noise. Scream, love, scream! Well, we're attempting some sort of camera effect here, but it's not a very good one. Oh, she screamed! I'm not sure what to make of this. On the one hand, the acting's quite good, but on the second hand, again, it's to do with the execution of it all. Why are they chained up? Well, that was certainly intense. Shaft. I'm not sure how I feel about these guys. The idea of Dracula having like these modern day, you know, this modern day biker gang working for him. I suppose it's original in its own way.
At the time the police could have got there, they would have found nothing.
Who's playing that chess game?
We are not dealing with...
Look, the pieces are mid-play.
It is all an integral part of a means to a definite end.
A definite end?
The shadow I spoke of is more sinister, more obscene than any monstrosity you can think of. Lord of corruption, master of the undead, Count Dracula.
Yeah, we know.
Such a creature.
A definitive end. An end to what?
Apartment is being closed.
Mankind?
The crucifix, the word of God, is written in the Holy Bible. Clear, running water symbolizing purity. And it lives in mortal dread of silver.
Anything else?
The hawthorn tree.
Because... why?
And a wooden stake driven through the heart.
Funny how they left that one till last.
Indeed, it is the Sabbath for the undead. There are
Hey?
satanic each event is carefully plotted and a definite pattern emerges. Every
Ooh.
disaster this world has ever suffered,
Dracula would eventually end up with a totally barren earth.
perhaps deep in his subconscious, that is what he really wants. An end to it all. He is a cursed immortal. But just suppose he yearns for final peace. He'd want to bring down the whole universe with him. Thousands dying of the plague. It is the biblical prophecy of Armageddon.
So like a suicide mission. Okay, it's educational and I kind of like the idea. That's new and that's original, I think. Dracula wanting to end it all on the Sabbath, whatever.
Nothing.
So an actual apocalypse then.
It all seems so unbelievable by the light of day.
He wants to go down in glory, as it were. All right. Oh, wow. I'll jump onto the bonnet of the car for no particular reason. A silver bullet. Of course. We're making a silver bullet. Not only a silver bullet, but a silver bullet that's been made from a crucifix.
That was a bullet!
I didn't hear a shot.
Using a silencer.
But silencers don't work, apparently, because the one earlier didn't work.
He's only playing with us. He could pick us off at any time.
I was going to say, yeah. Let's run into these woods that are clearly not dangerous. Does D.D. Denham have some sort of significance? The name, the D.D.
No one sees Mr. Denham. No one at all.
Name, I'm sure he'd see.
And sir, you're not carrying a camera, are you?
No camera.
So who's this D.D. Denham? Why do I get the feeling... I'm not going to say, but suddenly it's become quite obvious and I can't believe I didn't get it to begin with. I'm going to call it. I know I'm going to call it. No camera. I called it! And I can't believe I didn't call it earlier. So D.D. Denham then.
Elsie, I have been expecting you.
Different way to go.
Please sit down.
What are we up to here, Drax?
It is sometimes necessary to be a place.
He's using a different voice.
There are a few very
And he's in shadow.
true.
Van Helsing doesn't know this is Dracula, right? There it is. Called your bluff, dude. I was saving this for a werewolf, but I'll try it on you. But why the pretense? I don't understand. Why is he pretending to be this D.D. Denim? Okay. It's different, I'll give it that. They're trying. They're trying something new.
I too want to get away from this place. I'm as much a prisoner as you are.
Yeah, we've been there before, love. Fangs. Well, we've done that scene before. Why are they chained up? Once again, a lot of things I'm not getting. Water. Here we go again. Why would there be a water sprinkler above them if they... And again, we're attempting a camera effect for no particular reason. What's the point of that? They just seem to do things for the sake of it, just because they can. Hey, look, we can do this camera effect. Let's just throw that in for good measure.
I choose the spawn of your blood to be my consort.
Again.
Is that what you want, Count Dracula? A last blaze of utter horror and violence, ghastly annihilation of an entire planet? Is this your own death wish?
Well, yeah. Evil.
Four carriers. Us? You mean us?
Ah.
You promised us power.
Served you faithfully.
Silence!
Yeah, we didn't sign up for this, Drax. Oof. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't break it. You're buggered. I'm no medical guy, but I don't think the effects happen that fast, do they? And how come it was just him that was affected? I mean, how come the others didn't catch it as well? The plague was an airborne contagion, wasn't it? Even going as far as setting a person on fire there.
How the hell do you fight a vampire?
The hawthorn tree which provided Christ with his crown of thorns.
A hawthorn tree. Did I miss that before when he was explaining? There are so many ridiculous ways of killing him now, I just completely lost track. Are they now saying that a hawthorn tree can kill him? No. Are you kidding me? That was how they kill Christopher Lee for the last time in these films? A fucking hawthorn bush. Right, now, gather up all of his remains, the rings and the jewellery and the medallions and the blood and the bone. Gather it all up and destroy it all. So that it can't be... They can't bring him back. Let's have a natter. If they were going to give Christopher Lee a good send-off as Dracula in the Hammer film series, it should have been the last one. It should have been Dracula A.D. 72. Because this one, we are back to ridiculous again. See, we're back to this thing of, you know, how it all sounds good in theory, but then it's all put on film and it's completely absurd. I liked the idea of having this Sabbath 23rd of the month thing. I didn't quite understand what he was explaining when he opened that book and all of those rings were intertwining. I didn't quite get that explanation, but I liked the idea of Dracula having this plan of going out with a bang, as it were, and taking humanity with him. And I can't believe I didn't work out earlier that this DD, what was it, DD something? I couldn't believe I didn't work that out. Of course it was Dracula, but why? I didn't understand that. Why the elaborate the pretense? Why the elaborate setup? But I liked the idea of the plot, the basic plot, the idea of Dracula wanting to take humanity out in one foul swoop. The plague thing was a bit daft. What was the idea? Was the idea that he was going to wipe out humanity with the plague? And then what? Was he going to turn Jessica and then what? The two of them would just live happily ever after on a barren planet where humans have died of the plague? Was that the idea? That's what it sounded like. I think that's what what happened with these films is that they had. I'm sure that everything sounded good when it was written down. They read it and they thought, yeah, this sounds really good, but they didn't anticipate just how absurd it would all look on camera. A hawthorn bush? Really? Just when you thought that the ways that he could die couldn't get any more ridiculous and pithy. The second, I must have missed it when he was explaining that at the beginning, but when he said hawthorn bush at the end, when he was reminded of it, I just pictured Dracula trying to make his way through a hawthorn bush, trying to get to Van Helsing, and of course they bloody went and did it, and I was done. I was just done. I just couldn't believe that they would think that that would look good. Dracula trying to fight his way through a hawthorn bush. Oh, I'm just so sorry that was the last one for Lee, because the Dracula A.D. 72 might not have been perfect by any means, but the way that they killed him was a damn sight better than this. So at least that would have been a better send-off for him. Anyway, that was the Satanic Rites of Dracula. Cushing wasn't brilliant in this one. I've nothing against Joanna Lumley. I think she's a wonderful actress and a lovely lady, and I've always loved watching her. But no, miscast in this one. Didn't have much to do. None of them really had much to do this time. This one was just one of those ones that just seemed to exist for the sake of it. It didn't need to exist. It shouldn't have existed. And it was just daft. Anyway, that was the last one for Lee. I'm assuming it was the last one for Cushing as well, unless I'm wrong. I know that there is one more. What's the last one? The last one is a very elaborate title, The Legend of the Seven Golden Vampires. So, that was the Sacred Rites of Dracula for what it was. What did you think of it? If you've seen it, let me know in the comments. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, let me know in the comments. If you like what you've been seeing on the channel, then check out the link in the description. You'll be able to see more videos and extended stuff. Yeah, not good. But join me. I can't even remember what the title of the next one is because it's so elaborate. But join me for the next one, the last one. And we'll go from there. So I'll see you. Happy Halloween once again. Join me next time. See ya.